Joe Biden and Donald Trump met at the White House today as Trump continued to assemble his cabinet of crazy people. For more on this, it's time for a closer look. I know you guys will have a hard time believing this, but when they were on the campaign trail, Joe Biden and Donald Trump did not seem to like each other very much.
The 2024 election is in full swing. And yes, age is an issue. I'm a grown man running against a 6-year-old.
Crooked Joe is a low IQ individual.
He's an idiot.
And he said, we will stop MAGA. MAGA, we're going to... I said, listen, you stupid bastard.
Remember when he was trying to deal with COVID? He said, just inject a little bleach in your veins. He missed it. All went to his hair. I shouldn't have said that.
I shouldn't have said that. Well, I'm feeling a little loose because I took a sip of some communion wine. I'm not kidding around. These guys went at each other like two senior citizens fighting over a pen at the bank. I was here first, but I had my hand on it. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Gentlemen, you're both wrong. This is a food bank. Dang it. I'm confused. I'm not. I'm here to make a withdrawal. 2 hamburgers. But at least Biden had the dignity to invite Trump to the White House, something you may recall Trump refused to do. Although, side note, why do we really care? Why is it important to show that you can be friends after an election in which you correctly called the guy a threat to democracy? Boxers touch gloves before the fight. I don't remember Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao ever getting together for waffles after the fact. The point is, Biden had the decency to invite Trump, even though Trump did not do the same. In fact, instead of inviting then President-elect Joe Biden to the White House after the 2020 election, Trump invited this guy instead. Remember when Trump invited an angry pillow salesman to meet with him about overturning the election, and Lindell reportedly roamed around the White House unescorted, saying, "We can still win." My question, how come liberals never get this? How come Biden isn't friends with a My Incense gal who's currently running around the White House screaming, "According to my crystals," she would also have the voice. The fun part is the voice. "According to my crystals, there was voter fraud in the swing states." And Biden invited Trump to the White House, and the two apparently suppressed their distaste for each other long enough to get through a meeting.
When Donald Trump arrived here at about 11 o'clock this morning, we were told that President Biden greeted him at the South Portico just outside the White House, that the two entered the diplomatic room, and then the two walked down the famed colonnade together to the Oval Office, where that meeting is now taking place inside the Oval Office.
Looking forward to having like we said, a smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today. So
Good.
Welcome
Thank you
back.
very much. A transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get, and I very much appreciate that, Jim.
You're welcome. Thank you all.
Is it just me, or is the tension palpable? The fire's hot, but the room is still ice cold. By the way, who started that fire? Mrs. O'Leary's cow? That's how you know both those guys are on high doses of blood thinners. It was 55 degrees in D.C., but they cranked that fire all the way up to Ski Lodge in February. I know they're being polite, but it just feels so strange to me. We've all been at that Thanksgiving dinner where your sister's ex-husband is invited back so he can be with the kids, and everyone's trying to be cool, but the tension is high. I'm so grateful for all of you, and Derek, thank you for being here. Well, thank you for having me, sir. Would you mind passing the mashed potatoes, Derek, and try not to have sex with them like you did with the nanny? All right! You know what? It's not my fault. I accidentally injected some bleach into my hair. It made me crazy. But if you were left craving more details about how it went, good news. The press was there to ask both of them some very helpful, some very thoughtful questions.
Thank you all.
I believe the one thing these two old-ass dudes can agree on is they can't understand a word you're saying. The press is treating this like the Beatles landing at JFK, but to them, it sounds like a plane taking off at JFK. Look at Biden's smile as reporters leave the room. That's not just any smile, that's an Irish smile. That's the face you see at a dive bar right before you get a bottle smashed over your head. You can tell he's thinking, oh man, you people up. Peace out. Trump also attempted to be normal, but still made it a little weird.
Politics is tough, and it's, in many cases, not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much.
Oh my God, it is unnerving watching Trump try to behave. It's like watching the neighborhood bulldog who's always terrorizing mailmen mope around with a surgery cone. What are you talking about politics being not nice? Just be gracious. Don't bring up stuff from the past. It's like a bad best man speech. Sure, I called Vanessa sleepy, crooked, incompetent, low IQ. I said she should be thrown in jail. And I don't take any of that back, and I'll probably say it again very soon, most likely on social media in about an hour. But anyway, you make Dave very happy. You stupid bastard. So, Trump and Biden tried to get along, which was, I don't know, just a little confusing to me.
Looking forward to having a, like we said, smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need.
Or don't. I mean, you correctly called him a criminal fascist and threat to democracy. I'm not saying booby-trap the place, but you don't have to be overly helpful. I mean, how are you going to accommodate him anyway? Upgrade all the toilets so they can handle more classified documents? Restock the fridge in Stephen Miller's office with mice? And another thing, we're gonna lower the hoop on the White House basketball court so Elon can finally dunk. Poor guy's got to jump on his tippy toe. It's not fair. Richest man in the world should be able to dunk. We're gonna let Elon dunk. Windmill dunk. Invented that crazy truck. Look at that dunk. Well, Biden's looking for ways to accommodate Trump. Trump's looking for ways to tear down everything Biden did. For example, Trump's been actively putting together his Pandora's cabinet of goblins and weirdos. Trump's going to sick them on the government like a bunch of ferrets on ketamine.
Trump did make it official late last night that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy will co-lead what he's calling the Department of Government Efficiency. Trump said that their goal will be to, and this is a direct quote here, dismantle government bureaucracy, lash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies.
Elon Musk is the richest man in the world with Defense Department contracts and connections to foreign governments. He's businesses regulated by the federal government. Now he's basically co-president. It's ludicrously corrupt. It's like if we found out our cue card guy, Wally, was actually writing all the scripts on this show, and that's why he keeps getting lines.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, thanks, Wally. You're a great man and a patriot. You're also a genius. And wait a second. Did you write this?
I co-wrote it with Elon Musk.
Wait, so you secretly write all the closer looks, but then you put in a part that exposes that and blows up your spot?
Don't overthink it, Seth.
Yeah. Good idea. And if you thought that was the worst Trump appointment so far, he one-upped himself with his pick for Secretary of Defense, the highest civilian official, aside from the president, overseeing the nation's military and defense capabilities, supervising the largest and most complex bureaucracy in history. The stakes could not be higher.
President-elect Donald Trump's truly surprising pick for Secretary of Defense. Trump has chosen Fox News host Pete Hegseth as the next leader of the Pentagon. Now, Hegseth is a military veteran who served with the Army and National Guard. But in recent years, he's been on cable.
That's right, a Fox News host will be in charge of the Defense Department. I know it sounds bad, but reportedly it was either going to be him or the general. So, you know what? I think this is actually good. No, it's great. Let's go for it. This is what voters want. Let's give it to them. Attorney General, how about Lionel Hutz? Health Secretary, Dr. Zismore. Secretary of Transportation, the guy from Cash Cab. And the head of the Environmental Protection Agency can just be some weirdo who loves garbage. Oh, wait, we already have one of those. So there you go. There's so much more to say about this insane choice, but let me just leave you with one specific image that should haunt you in your sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our next Secretary of Defense.
Next Saturday is the 30th anniversary of the Timber Sports Series from Steel. That's when the top lumberjack athletes in the U.S. compete in cutting, chopping, and sawing competitions. We're going to be throwing some axes. Hey, we got lumberjacks on the plaza.
Pete and Clayton are facing off. They're testing their skills with the axe. Who's going to win this battle with the lumberjacks? I'm putting my money on Clayton.
Why are you throwing an axe near people? In Midtown Manhattan, saying yes to that takes the same kind of unearned confidence it takes to say yes to being Secretary of Defense with zero government experience. Yeah, I'll run the Pentagon. Yeah, I'll throw the axe. Just make sure the Times Square Elmo isn't nearby. I'll take off his head. He threw an axe, he missed. Then he hit not just any drummer, but a drummer from West Point, the military academy. On top of everything else our troops have to worry about, now they have to watch out for medieval weapons thrown at them by their own boss. This is what the drills are going to look like from now on. All right, everyone, start dodging the axes. Next up, I'm breaking out the trebuchet. One thing is clear from these appointments, Trump will not feel restrained in his second term. He's hiring oligarchs and TV personalities for powerful government positions. When he calls to offer them a job, they pick up the phone. Trump says,
Listen, you stupid bastard.
This has been A Closer Look. Hey, guys.